Okay, good morning everyone. So today we want to discuss about the associated inside a ready template, Team Power Apps template that is designed for two use cases. First, we want to know what is this associated inside. So associated inside, it provides two use cases for us. One of them, okay, is empowering the first line worker to provide the feedbacks for anything, for example, for the product that you have for different category. And also it utilizes the direct connection between the first line worker and the customer to learn about the customer feedback and sentiments. So you can have a different kind of reporting based on that feedbacks that you already have. So you can see the opinion of customer about one of your product that you have it. This feedback, it will be gathered by your first line worker. So that have a direct connection with the customers. So the the associated inside application, okay, is include two main parts. One part, okay, and the main application that is provided by Power Apps. Once you create it, okay, that Power Apps, it will be installed inside the team. And another part, it has a dashboard. So this dashboard or this kind of reporting, it will be provided by Power BI, and after that also you can embed it inside the team. As you know, nowadays the team Microsoft Teams is become more popular. So why help of team? So you can you can give the ability to user to do the collaboration and communication on a different team. So you can create a different team for the different purpose, and this team can be include different application or different kind of reporting, or user they can go and inside it and do the communication and also collaborate on some kind of documents. So, okay, let's go through the application creation step. So we have a few steps that we need to follow. Okay, first, we need to create the SharePoint site from the Microsoft team. As you know, once you create any team inside the Microsoft as a backend, it will be create one SharePoint site for you to store the data that is belongs to that team. So after that, we want to go and create a SharePoint list. So this application, as you know, the Power Apps is provide the platform for you to create the apps. But this application need to grab some data from somewhere. So this data can comes from the SharePoint list. So before that, we need to configure and install and create the list that is needed for that application. After that, we need to set up the Power App packages. Then we will go for share the Power Apps and share the site, how you can share this application with other user or other employee. Then we want to enable user to access to that Power Apps application via the team. And after that, we show you how you can install the Power BI dashboard inside and connect it to that Power Apps application and embed it inside the SharePoint, inside the team again. So, okay, I will go quickly through the demo. So, okay, actually this template is provided by Microsoft, so it's already located by this link. This link we will post it inside the team channel later. Okay, so you can access to that one. This one is provided step by step, the deployment guide. So what we need to have it from this one, okay, we need to have the Power Apps Studio, you need to have the Power App license, SharePoint, and also Power BI. Then easily you can access to this one. The Power BI, the dashboard that is we will create it is optional for you. So the first step actually, we want to go through the teams. Okay, easily you can open your teams. Let me go to the teams. This one is a team of your company. So if you have the permission to create a new teams, you need to click on here. Okay, create a teams. This one you will select build the team from the scratch. So we will choose the type of the team as a private. Then we will type our name, for example, associate, for example, inside. Okay, so then we will easily click on the create. Okay, for example, I will put it this one. I will click on the create. So this theme, it will be created for you, and at the back end, one SharePoint site also, it will be tied to this theme for you. So this one, you can define the group or the people that can access to this theme. Or in the case later you want to add it, easily you can escape it. So for now, I will skip it, okay? And I'm waiting for that team, okay, to create the SharePoint backend for me. Because it takes a few minute times if I go here, so you cannot see any kind of document library or the SharePoint that is connected with this one. So it takes time. So before that, I already created another one associated inside team. Okay, I created here. So I will go to the general tab. I will go to the file. Okay, so let me find there. So, okay, it's here. So from here, okay, how you can connect this associated inside team, and you can open it the SharePoint from here. Easily you can go to the general tab, click on the file. You can see open in SharePoint. Once you click on that one, it will be redirect to the SharePoint URL of that site. So you're already inside the site, or easily you can type your tenant name slash site and the name of the team that you already created. Okay, let me remove the rest for the first. Okay, so you can see it's already there. So for example, this one, if I want to go for the second one that I already created, I can find it from here. For example, the new, because I already have the few teams here, I'm looking for example, associated inside team. So I will put it another team here. So associated inside team, it's already there. So I will redirect to this one. Okay, let me, because it takes time to create it. I will follow the previous one that I had it. Sorry. Okay, I already redirect to the SharePoint that is tied to that team. So inside this one, okay, you need to create the first step. Okay, we will come back to the uh, guideline. Okay, from here, first we will create a SharePoint and with the Microsoft team. The second, we need to create a list, SharePoint list inside the SharePoint that you already created, that site that you already created. So how we can create it here, okay? First, we need to go to the setting, okay? From here, you should go to site content. In the site content, from here, you can click on the new, click the list, and then you need to type a list name that you want to create it. So what kind of list we need to create it? Around 6 lists we have to create, and exactly we have to follow all of the naming convention here. So the first list that we want to create it is app configuration. You will click on that one. So click here, paste it here, and easily you will create that one. So once you create it, this list is empty. There is no column. Only we have one column is the title name. So just give me a moment. I have to create it because this one is my ready. We're looking for the rest. So this one is already there. So as you can see, that one that I already created, the site is already created and is already create a SharePoint for me. So from here, easily I can go to the related SharePoint that is tied to that Microsoft team. So, okay, let's go to the site content of this SharePoint. So we will go here, we'll click on the site content. Then we will click on new list and we copy that list name that we already have and click on the created. So this one we need to create around 6 lists that we need to follow the same, follow the name that they already mentioned inside the guideline. Okay, list name. And after that, we need to create a related column with a related name that they already mentioned. So because it takes time, okay, I only follow one of them. Okay, I want to show you how we can add the column here. So inside here, they mention app configuration list once you create it. So you need to create three different columns to store your data for you. So we have the title. By default, the title is already created. We need to add another two column, label value. So I will copy the name of the column. Exactly, you need to follow the same name because the Power Apps template that you will attach it follow from these names. So from here, you can see the type of column that you have to create it. So this label name, you have to follow the single line of text. So from here, you can click on the add column, choose the single line of text, paste the name of the label that you already have, so, and save it. So this one is created. We need to create another one. Okay, we will copy here. So the type of the column that we have to create it is picture. So we will click on add column. So the picture, as you can see, is already here. You click it, you will paste it there, and after that you save it. So this table is already created and is app configuration. Some of the table that we created here, we need to put some kind of data inside. So these are the ready data that we have to put it there. For example, for title, for the column is the app title background, logo, images, store title. So where we can use this and why we define all of this. So once you create your application, if you come back to this table and imagine, okay, you have one row, you have the app title. And if you change the app title inside the label value, okay, from here, okay, let me scroll down. Okay, from here you can see the app title, it will be appear. The app title is comes from that table as and it's tied to app title from here. So for saving the time, okay, I already have one Excel. Let me go through this one. I provide the sample of the data that I needed. Okay, so in the case that you want to add here, so you need to click on the new and add it one by one. So you need to create title, label value, and image URL. You have to follow these steps actually. So for example, for the title, you have to put it for app title, and you need to put the label value. So I will show you here. This one you need to follow step by step. But if you want to copy or paste from Excel or you have the ready one, okay, you click on the quick edit. You will go to related Excel. For example, I have app configuration here. I will copy all of this information from here easily. I will go back here and I will paste it there. So it's there, it's already created. So for this app logo, because this one is related to this part actually. Okay, for the app logo, this logo, it will be appear for you. Okay, you need to upload the logo that you already have, and after that, attach the logo, attach the URL here. Okay, later I will show you how we can upload it there. So this one, this table is already created. So I will click on exit quick edit. So the app configuration is already there, is already created. We will go back to the deployment guide. So we will go for the second list. In the second list, okay, we have the product feedback. Exactly copy this one. Again, we will go back to the site that we was. We will go back to the site content. And also we will create it new list, new list here. Let's select the new list. Then you paste the name and create another one. So for this list that is already created, the title by default is created. We will go back to the deployment. These are the needs title. These are the needs column that we have to create it. For example, the title is already there and the type is a single line of text. For the customer type, we will copy here single line of text. You go back here to the related list, single line of text, you select it and paste it there, easy. Save it. So you have to follow all one by one, okay? All this title, all this column should be created based on the type. So this product feedback is a list that all of the feedback from the customer, it will be stored there. So we have another list. We have the customer type list. The customer type list is mentioned what kind of customer you have. So you need to create a list again. Only have one column, the title. The title also is created. Just you need to fill the data. For the SharePoint list again, for the product list again, it defines your products. We have the store list. It defines your store. And we have the topic list. It defines the topic of the comments that they want to provide. It will be provided by customer. So I will go through the one that I already created because it takes time to create all. So I will go to that one that I have already. So I will click here. I will go to files. I just want to show how those list is already created and what kind of data you can put it. Okay, let me go to my sample that previously I created. If I go to the site content, actually you should see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 table you have to create it. And you should put some kind of data, app configuration, customer type. For example, for customer type, as you can see, for example, I define it based on the race, Chinese, Malay, Indian, and the others. Okay. So for the product feedback, you do not need to fill anything because this one, it will be filled by the application. Product list. So you can see all of the product list and so far and so on, store list and the topic. So far we configure all the list that we needed. So the first step is already done. So we need to go to actually the second step is already done. We need to go to the third step. The third step is set up the Power App package. So you need to download the package from here. Once you click download, it will be create one package for you. Okay. It show you this one associated inside Power Apps zip. Now you need to go to your portal. So how you can go to the portal that you already have. So from here, okay, if you are on the SharePoint site, you can click here and goes and find the Power Apps. Click on that one. Or if you know the URL, make.powerapps.com. It will be redirect to the Power Apps portal that you already have. So inside the Power Apps portal, we have the different tab. You need to click on the app. Once you download that package, you need to click on import Canvas app. We have to upload the package that we already downloaded. Okay, is there. We will download. We will upload it back. So it takes a few minutes time. So we shouldn't navigate to other pages. So once it's uploaded, okay, is there. So if you have the ready package with the same name, okay, is already there and it's put it based on the previous name that you already have. But because I want to show you as a new one, I will click on the create as a new. Create as a new and I will change the name of the app that I want to have it. For example, I will put it, for example, group here. I will click on the save. Okay, and click on the import. So again, don't navigate to other pages. It takes a few minutes time. So after that, it will be uploaded this package inside your app. So as you can see, it's already successfully done, successfully imported. Now we can open the application. So there's two ways to open it. From here also easily you can click on open app, or later I will show from where again you can go to the app and access to that application. So we will click on the open app. Now we need to configure some connector inside this app because it's a template. Once you upload it, we need to reconfigure all of the SharePoint list that we already created. The connection between these Power Apps and the SharePoint list have to reconfigure again. So for the first time, once you open this app, you have to give the permission. You will click on the allow. So as you can see, the app is already there. Just easily skip this some guideline. Okay, it takes a few minutes for to set up the app. Okay, so far as you can see, we have some error here. So because the data, the connector is not defined correctly, how we can change the connector? We need to go to the data source tab from here. As you can see, these are the name of the list that we already created. Those is related to the template. We need to delete it one by one, remove it all of them. Okay, so I will remove those list that I already have. Then we need to reconfigure it back. How? Easily you search a SharePoint from here. So SharePoint, okay, it comes from not SharePoint site, okay, it goes for the SharePoint for the list. You will click here. You will click on add a connection. Add a connection, it gives you two choice, whether connect from the cloud services or connect on-premise. So on-premise you need to, if you have the on-premise database or the on-premise SharePoint, you need to install the gateway between your server and this application. So, but because the SharePoint online, easily you click on the connect directly. Okay, from here you need to type and paste your URL of the SharePoint that you already created. So what URL I want to have it? Okay, I want to connect to this one, for example, for me. Let me open the SharePoint URL that I already have. I copy from the tenant name until the site name. I will go back here, paste it there, and click on the connect. So you can see all the lists that I already created, it will be appear. So I will select all of them to be imported and click on connect. So it takes a minute time to go there and attach all of the data. So we will click here so to see what kind of error we have it here. So this one is related to the name of the list that I already have. So let me save this application first. Click here. I will click on save. Okay, I can click on the publish if I want to accessible for other user. Okay, I will publish this version. I will go back to the application and I will try to run it. So let me come here. So all the connection is already there. Let me see one thing from here. Yeah, as you can see, if I click on edit data, it will be redirect to the related list. So the connection is already provided. So let me click on here. Okay, so let's check all. I will click on this one. So this app is already connected and is already created. If I click on here, all of the store that you already put it is there, and easily you can connect it to this app and work it. So how we can publish this app actually? So the publish of the app, as I already mentioned, okay, for the save, first time you have to save it. Once you save it, you have to publish the application. Okay, so how you can access to that application and how you can share that application. We will go to the Power Apps portal from the Make Power Apps. Okay, click here. So it will be goes to the makepowerapps.com. We will click on the apps. So as you can see, this application is already created for me. Okay, I'm the owner of this application. How I can share with others? Okay, from here, if you follow the step of the deployment guide, okay, this one is already done. Set up the Power Apps packages, okay, and change all of the connector is already done. add all of the list that we needed for this application. The step 3 is already done. The step 4 is related to sharing the Power Apps and share the SharePoint to other users. So for sharing the Power Apps, first time you need to go to the makepowerapps.com or your Power Apps portal, click on apps, go here, click on dot button related to the apps that you already imported. You click on the share. So this screen will be appear for you. So as you can see, my name is here and I'm owner of this application. I can easily search for other user. For example, let me search for one of my colleague name. Okay, it's there. So this user is already add, okay? We have two kind of permission here, as a normal user or as a co-owner. If as a normal user, the user that can access to this application and use this application. So if you put it as a co-owner, okay, then you give the permission for the use, edit, and share the app, but cannot delete also. So, but I don't want to put it as a co-owner, so easily I can share. Or if you have any groups or security group that inside your tenant, so you can easily type the group name and assign that group name here. No need to add one by one, and click easily on share, so the user will receive email notification and they can access to this part. So this part is related how you can share the application. Once you share the application, also you need to share the site also. Once you create the site, okay, for sharing that one, you need to go to the site permission. Okay, first you need to redirect to the main site, okay, associated inside test site or the group that I created. I will go to gear setting, this button. Let me appear here. So I will go and click on site permission, going to advanced permission setting. Here you can see three different groups, so the member, the owner, and the visitor. So it depends on what you want to put it. Give the permission as a member, they can edit, owner have a full control on this site, or the visitor. Only you need to add them, the user for using this app inside the visitor. Click on the new add user. From here also you can add each individual user or group and click on the share. Easily will be share. So let's going back to the deployment guideline. Okay, the step 4 also is already done. All you can go and follow the step by step is already mentioned for you. So then we need to enable Power Apps to be accessed from the Microsoft team. Okay, again going back to the Power Apps portal that you already have. So you selected the team that you already, the Power Apps that you already created is based on the name that you already created. For example, I want to import and embed this application to my team. I will click here. Once you select it, you can see add to the team. So you will click on add to the team and download the application. So let me save this application inside, for example, this folder. Okay, it's downloaded for me. Now you already create the app. The app is already there inside the Microsoft Power Apps. Then now we want to embed this application inside our teams. So how we can, then next we need to redirect going back to SharePoint team. Looking for the SharePoint team that you already created. For example, I will go for the associated inside team or the group that I created. I will click on the general tab. I want to create another tab here and attach that Power Apps here. So how we can do this one? Actually, you need to click on the app icon here, then upload the custom app from my PC. Okay, so going to the folder that you already have it associated inside test. I will click here. So, okay, this one is mentioned. You want to add where to which team. I will click on add team. I search it for the team name that I want it. For example, I created associated, so associated, for example, inside test or inside team. I will select it and set up a tab. So it takes a few minute time, few seconds or few minutes. So to be built there. Once you set up the application for the first time, so you need to click on save. This one, it asks you whether you want to post a notification inside the general tab to announce to all of the user or not. Okay, I will click yes. I will save it. So the application will be appear here and easily you can use that application. So as you can see, we have associated inside theme inside the general tab. You can see all of the things that you already have, the post that is related to the communication or the chatting, the file that is a document library that you have, and this one is a ready app that we already downloaded and put it inside the theme. So it's too easy. You can click on the related store that you want to give a feedback. You click on, for example, I have a customer have a positive feedback. What customer type is have, for example, the race is Malaysian. So what product title they want to give a feedback, for example, this product. What is the topic, for example, about the product quality? And I will put it high quality or high as a customer comment, and easily the frontline worker can grab the customer feedback and put it inside this application. Submit. Okay, that's all. Your feedback has successfully recorded. So all the information, it will be captured and it will be goes under the site content. If you go to going back to the site content, if you click on the product feedback, all the product feedback, it will be captured there and you have it there. So that's all. It's already created and you have the SharePoint, you have the team, you have the backend, and you have the PowerApps application that easily you can use and capture your customer feedback about your product or edit other things that you already have. And easily now you can have some insight and some kind of reporting from here. The reporting template also is provided by Microsoft. If you're going back to the deployment guide again, so the step 5 is already done. So I will scroll down. Sorry, okay, scroll down. So the step 6, okay, is optional whether you want it or not. You need to have the Power BI license also. So the prerequisite, you need to have the Power BI desktop that you have to download it from here first. And after that, you need to download the template that the Microsoft is already created for you. You will click here. Once you click here, it will be download for you. Okay, this file, it will be downloaded for you. And if you have the Power BI desktop in your PC, you can easily click on that one and it will be open the template for you. For once this open the template, you need to again configure the connection between this one and your SharePoint site that you have the backend of your application and all the data is there. So let me open this application. Okay. So once you open this application, if you're following this guide, okay, we need to go to the data source setting. From the data source setting, you need to change the configuration, change the source, and this source is connected to your theme that you are to your URL of the site that you already have and you store all of your data. So if I want to showcase to you from here, you can see all of my queries there. Yeah, if I want to change, I will click on one of the query for the editing the source. So I will click on edit query. So the application, it will be open for me. So the data source is already there. I will click on the data source. Once we click on the data source, this menu will be appear for you. Then you have to click on the change sources, all step by step. And after that, you need to paste your URL of the SharePoint site that all of the list is stored there. And after that, click on the OK. Once OK, again, you need to click on edit credential and change some kind of credential here. Always step by step you will go until then we have the associated inside app. This one it gives us all of the information related to the product. It's kind of the reports that is created by Microsoft for us. So as you can see, I already have it here. So if I'm going to related one, okay. So I want to change the sources. I click on change source. Then I will type my tenant URL and related site that I already have, copy on that one, click on there. And after that, this one, it will be appear for us. But we need to edit the credential also from here. From here, you should click on Microsoft account and also signing to the related URL of the site that you already have and click on the connect. Then your report it will be created for you. So it's too easy. From here, if you have the license for the Power BI, easily you can click on the publish, and this one it allows you to publish to related Power BI uh, services that you already have is inside your tenant. You need to sign into your tenant and it will be embedded there, and after that easily you can have this dashboard. Once you uploaded everything there and this dashboard actually have some URL. If I going down, okay, so we have the URL, okay, we will copy the URL of this dashboard. Once we upload it inside once we publish it inside the cloud service, we already have the associated inside Power BI. Then how we can add that Power BI tabs inside the team. Again, same. So we will go back to the related team that we already have. So from here, you want to add a new tab, click there. You should looking for the Power BI. So it's there. We will click. If the Power BI reports is already published in your tenant, you should see all of them here. And you will click the related report, or from this one is the namespace that you already have. If you already have inside the workspace any Power BI, okay, it will be appear for you. You will click on that one, select, and you have another tab to show the reports there. The reports is looks like here, and it gives you an insight. For example, what kind of comment is we have it. What kind of comment we have it. For example, awesome, nice. It depends on how many data you already capture from your customers.
So this is basically some of our project reference that we work with, and we do provide all the SharePoint solutions and Power Platforms, and even up to e-signatures, which we partnering with DocuSign. Yeah. So these are some reference for your just a quick look. So of course, yeah, I just noticed we set the webinar dates on the 7th of July, which is a double seven. So I saw it a lot of advertisement out there. So okay, so I'm also not losing from the markets, and I'm also offering something on developer training. And yeah, so this is basically a half day hands-on sessions, and whereby we will have one follow-up sessions with you afterwards. And this is mainly for you, for those of you who are not explore into a power apps yet, and you are quite keen to like transform some of your business process into automations. And here you go, that you can just sign up with us on 3,500 for the sessions, and it could be a 2 to 3 level at first. As like Microsoft claim that is a low code or no code of Power Apps, and anyone can do it, I believe. And with our hands-on sessions by our consultants, specialized consultant, and they could guide you accordingly. Yeah. So if you are interested in it, feel free to reach out to us anytime. Yeah, we will come to you. All right.